Hey team, it's Sherry here. I just wanted to take a few minutes and respond to a post that I shared yesterday in our Team Jet Setters Lineage group on Facebook. The post was, "What do you need Wednesday?" So if you bear with me, I'm going to be reading some of your questions and referring to some resources. So I'll be reading. I have this like split screen going on my computer right now. It's really fancy. Okay, so the question was, or the post was, let's hear it. What do you need to keep your business moving forward? Do you need help from myself? Do you need an accountability partner? Do you need a booking blitz? Do you need more time? What do you need? How can I best help and support you? That's why I'm here. I'm along with the other leaders on our team. We're here to help you, and I don't want to start throwing training and things at you if it's not what you need. That doesn't make sense to me. So I want to really be sure that I'm hearing you and hearing your voice. So we had some great responses. So I'm just going to kind of read through and touch on a few of them. Marcia asks or says, "I need help with ideas on booking parties, past the family and friends." Awesome. That's a huge thing to, that's like another big hurdle to get over as you're starting out your business. And so one of the ways that I try to reach past family and friends is using those little mini catalogs. I wonder if I have one around here. I should have grabbed some. But using those mini catalogs that came in your enrollment kit, using those, put your information on the back, and then just dropping those off where, as you're out and about. If you go to your, maybe a doctor's appointment, you might consider leaving one behind with the nurse that helped you, took your blood pressure or whatnot. Maybe you leave a few in the waiting room at the dentist if you go to the dentist office. Or if you get your nails done, maybe you leave one behind with your nail technicians. So think about ways that you can get your information out there. Those don't necessarily directly turn into parties right away. But if you're frequently going to the same office or to the same location, they're going to see you. And so then maybe the next time that you come in, they're going to say, "Oh, hey, thanks for leaving that catalog for me. I had a chance to look at it, and now I'm really interested. How do I host a party?" Or I want to place an order. And so kind of gives you an opportunity to branch out a little bit from your circle. Also, I ask everyone if they want to host a party with me or when would be a good time to host a party with me. And so even if you have family and friends that say, "No, sorry, I'm not able to help," maybe say, when they say that, your response might be something like, "Okay, if not you, then who? Who do you know that might be interested in having a 31 party and helping me get started?" Because maybe they have somebody that they can refer to you. So I will post some additional ideas and generate a new thread on the Facebook group that might help answer some more of those and give some more ideas on how to get those bookings beyond your immediate circle. Betsy says, "I might need a booking blitz." Yeah, guess what, Betsy? I do too. So I am going to put together some information and we will do a booking blitz. And it might be, I might start it this weekend just because you never know. Holiday weekend, some people might have extra time to be at home working on their business. Maybe you'll be out at the campground. So let's get that started and rolling before this weekend. So watch for details on that. We'll have some challenges and some prizes. Okay, Bridget says she's got 3 book parties in June. Awesome. That's great. Good for you, Bridget. Awesome to see you getting back on track and getting you, kind of set up for paying off, going to conference in July with us. Sarah Nardinger says, "I need more time, having trouble balancing family, work. I'm 31. Sarah, I'm going to come back to you because I have an article that I want to share a little bit on. Lacey says, "I need this baby to hold off until my last party is delivered." I don't know if I can do that. My husband works in medicine, and I can usually give suggestions of how to, hurry up a baby, but I don't know if I can help you hold off. But you could also use some ideas for booking parties in a small community. People are getting burnt out. Okay, so ways to book parties, ways to have parties, ways to find new connections. Okay, I'm just making mental notes as I go. Christina says she needs more parties. Awesome. So you know what? It sounds like a booking blitz is going to be the way for us to go. So I will put together some information. I'll give you some resources, give you some words to say, because that's always the most difficult piece, I think, is kind of figuring out what to say. I'll give you some different ways to share that information, be it text, phone, email, word of mouth while you're out and about. Okay, so coming back to Sarah's question or comment about needing more time and having trouble balancing. So I want to kind of help you paint a picture of what this whole balancing act looks like. Balancing direct sales and family life. I found this article through this Team Connections sales leader website that I kind of follow. So it says balancing direct sales and family life, and they use an example of directing a symphony, so an orchestra. So they say, there are a variety of instruments, and if we consider ourselves the leaders, the CEOs of our own business, if we consider ourselves the maestro that has to kind of direct all of the instruments and get them all, to kind of play together in harmony and get all of those pieces to work, we need to kind of break it down and take a look. So there are a variety of instruments. You're just like an orchestra, there are a variety of things happening in your life and in your business. You can appreciate and value everyone who joins your team, your friends, your family, and the unique gifts that they bring to your life. And these are those groups of instruments that we're talking about. Many direct selling leaders see the natural groupings in their life. So you'll see your direct sales friends, you'll see your family, you'll see your customers, your school contacts. Those are all just examples. But making time for each group helps you create that harmony in your life. Not everything is playing at the same time, though. And this is, I think, what needs to, be key. And I myself am going to work on this summer as well. I know it seems like everything is playing at the same time and you're always hearing the music of your direct sales business and hearing the music of your kids running in the background, but not everything needs to happen. So every now and then you see a solo happen in an orchestra performance. And so I feel like that's the important moment that we need to be giving those talented individuals an opportunity to shine. And, there could be days and times where you need to allow your family to shine. You need them to have a solo. This weekend I want to go to Canterbury Park and watch the horse races. It's a really fun family event for us. I plan to turn off my cell phone, or at least be in airport mode, so I'm not getting any communication while I'm there, because I really want that to be my family's time to shine. That's a family opportunity for us. There are other times where my direct sales business is the time to shine, my 31 business. And, when I'm at a party, I am there. It is me. It is the party. Like, my kids are being taken care of. My family is being taken care of. I've put things into place to have them, to know that they're in a good spot so that I can shine at my, at my 31 parties. So the director can change the arrangement. If you are in control of the flow of your life and you know that you need more family time or you need, less work time. I mean, how many of us would like to not be working full time anymore? I left my full-time job it'll be a year this July, and so I'm kind of, really been riding that wave and enjoying having that balance and being able to scale back on working full time. But you, the director, can change the arrangement. So the next piece is, it's tricky because you have to try to figure out what else needs to happen and what other, instruments need to play a bigger role so that I can change the arrangement. Because, if you remove an entire, a full-time job, what else needs to change? Like, my direct sales needed to step up so that I could replace that income that I was losing by leaving my full-time job. So, one key thing, Sarah Nardinger, I'm talking to you. One key thing that I think you need to, have in your hand and have in your vocabulary, if you will, is that this is a really helpful phrase to say. I need to check my schedule before I say yes to you. That is key. I myself need to work on that as well. I am so quick to say yes and want to help everyone and want to respond immediately to everyone. And I really need to work on scaling myself back and knowing when it's okay to say yes, and taking a little bit more time to take a look at my schedule and look at my husband's schedule and say, my husband's going to be out of town, so unfortunately, no, that date doesn't work for me because my son needs me then. And that's, kind of coming up with that good balance, I feel is important. And just using that, because I'm so reluctant to say the word no. I don't want to hurt anyone's feelings, and I want everyone to get what they need from me. Hi, Patrick. Patrick is hang out with us. He's a friend of mine because I said yes to helping to watch her dog. But he's doing fine. They just have a little anxiety when somebody walks down the street. So anyhow, but it's tricky for some of us because we are very reluctant to say no. And, if any of you know me, you know that it's really hard for me to say no. And it's really hard for me, to scale back on my 31 because it is a passion of mine. But knowing that I have the power to say, I need to check my schedule before I say yes to you, gives me that opportunity to stop, think, is this a good move for me? Is this a good move for my husband? Is this a good move for my family? So the director, sometimes overlooks the little mistakes during the performance, and that's okay. Like, we're our biggest critics, though. I mean, if something doesn't move properly or move right in our, at our parties, we might notice, but nobody in the room noticed that, you skipped over talking about the business opportunity. It happens. It does. And those little mistakes and, or maybe forgetting, to include something that your son needed in their backpack for the school day because you were too busy working on, something else that morning. Those kinds of mistakes happen. And I think we just need to learn as we go and learn what was distracting us and how do we eliminate that distraction. So I love that picture of my life being in harmony, it being dynamic, it being soft and loud, and it being fast and slow, and having those moments where it's okay to say, what, while I'm at the racetrack, I am not working. My 31 hat is taken off, and my derby hat is on, and I'm at the racetrack. And it just makes me really happy to know that those types of things can happen because of 31 and because I have the ability to, take that time away and give back to my family the time that they deserve. So I wonder what your orchestra looks like. So if you wouldn't mind just sharing in the comments below, if you've, hung with me for this little video here, maybe share what your orchestra looks like. What are the key instruments that play into your orchestra of life? And which of those instruments do you feel deserves, a solo performance this weekend? So I'm curious to hear, and I look forward to reading the comments, and hope that this little, Tip Thursday video was helpful, and that you, if you're interested, like, I can keep doing these kinds of things. I think it's helpful to talk through it, and I want to share more with you. So you tell me what you need, and I'm here to help. So keep an eye out for that booking blitz info, and I will post that for this weekend. Thanks, everyone. Have a great day.